You back. Remember that drawing I started? I didn't get to work on it like I wanted to. There's a lot going on in my world. But I have been working on my painting, my canvas. I'll show y'all that, right? I put in a lot of work before we start this Truth for My Son episode. I'm gonna just show y'all what I've been creating. This progress. Artificial intelligence shift. So that's why they call me Chubb the artist. I make art, simplest form. I'm grateful to say I make art in many forms. I make music, make paintings, working on a comic book that I started in college, helping AI. I'm about to be able to pump all that stuff out quick, right? It's all about using it properly, though, you know? And this episode of Truth for My Son, I feel like I'm not going to do a whole lot of exposing a lot of the truth and the evidence just today. But the other evidence and proof that I am going to present, so I guess I lied. I am going to expose some proof, but it's not going to be like legal documentation. It's just going to be proof of the fact that I actually did what I said I was going to do, as well as I did my best to try to be a father in a situation where I didn't know what I was up against until I was up against it. Right? But I also say in my previous videos, I make these videos not just for me, but for the young Chubbs, right? The version of me that didn't know what to do when I was in this moment of craziness. Like I didn't know what to do. I didn't know who to ask for help, and more than anything, it's like you try your best not to react, right? Because when stuff like this happens, it's usually because the people doing it to you, they know how to push your buttons. They know how to get you to shake and bake a little bit. They know how to make you rise. They know how to get you angry. They know what makes you angry. They know what makes you upset. They know what will hurt you. And as I said before, it ain't your enemies. It's the people be close to you. And for whatever reason, these people want what you got more than you. And sometimes you don't even know what you got coming. But they know it's coming. They know it's coming so much to where they create a whole plan, a scenario of how to take it from you. As I said before, I ain't never wanted to be that guy, but I'm that guy. The black sheep, the outcast. Some of my family members ain't seen me in over a decade, unless they looking at on Facebook or Instagram or something. Ain't none of them can tell you the last time they saw me face to face. Very few. But it's not their fault. It's the person who started this fault. A lot of these people, they try to play their position. Oh, snap, crackling, popping over here. And most people don't like to cause ruckus or even make noise. Some people just don't like making noise because they don't want to be in the midst of all the turmoil, the drama, the ignorance, just the nonsense that comes with, that experience of people just trying to hurt people. I was never for that. I couldn't stand that. I was never the person that liked to be around that, even as a kid. Some of y'all may not remember when y'all were kids or how far back. Some of y'all probably don't remember what y'all had to eat for breakfast. But it's some of y'all who still got these traumatic memories that do go back to high school, middle school, elementary school, and even as a child. I happen to be one of them people. My memory happened to be really good, right? And since my memory happened to be good, I could talk about what happened, right? Ooh, this arm right now, I swear. I could talk about what happened. But it ain't just the fact that I could talk about what happened. I could show you what happened, right? Because I swear, man, God sometimes put little insights in your brain and your mind to really make you be like, hey, should I be doing that like that? Should they be doing that like that? This don't feel right. That don't seem okay. Something is wrong here. And that's what I felt. That's what I felt each time somebody started doing some wild and outlandish stuff. And what I mean wild and outlandish is where they start to make these actions and behaviors to where they want to do whatever it is they want to do. And then they want other people to believe something else totally different happened. Also, nobody look at them crazy. But it's like, why sacrifice everybody else for your dirty behavior, for your wrongdoings, for your inconsiderate actions? Because that's what this really is. This was inconsiderate, non-empathetic, just all around mean and greedy. From my perspective, because so many people ask, once I started telling this story, but Chubb, how did you find out? Like what was the thing that really made it click? I could tell you. But I'm going to also tell you how I had to put the pieces together and how it started to hit me, because I had no clue. None. Remind you, cane ain't for play. This arm been rough and tough and all day, and stabbing and sharpening. These legs is going crazy. All that been going on since 2007. May 8th, 2007. That day changed my life forever. Police officers told me we didn't think you were going to survive. Glad to see you alive. Boy, you've been mangled. The way you scream is like something we never heard before. And I'm like, man, I don't remember none of that. I don't remember none of that. You know what I remember? I remember going through purgatory. I remember seeing Jesus, Yeshua, the Son of God, at the Tree of Life. I remember seeing myself in multiple lifetimes with the same baby mama, the same unborn son, the same stepdaughter, and that same gut feeling. But if you ain't there to do right by that little boy, ain't nobody gonna truly do right by that little boy. If you don't do right by that little boy, ain't nobody gonna truly be there to do right by that little boy. And there's so many other people, hey, what you doing? He wouldn't have did. He been trying to beat on his son, man. Shut up and stop lying. I was there. You weren't. Y'all just spitting what y'all want people to believe. But that's why I stay on my facts, on my receipts. And I got enough information to carry on for the next 3 years if I want to. But I'm not. I am going to go till I feel like I'm done. Because we still got a lot of information to review. Ooh, sir. Because y'all don't know how I feel. To be this young man trying to do right, trying to be a father. Just trying to be better. And the people you try to look out for the most, try to make sure they good, trying to make sure they don't want for nothing if you can do it. But instead they take from you. But hold up, it wasn't even the fact that the person took from me. It's the fact that this person decided to make a false narrative while moving my information around and simultaneously setting me up for the kill by working with my child's mother and her family and lying to them about what I'm saying to her or what's going on between us. When in reality, all this was because she's stealing our disability income. You're like, what? Hold up, Chubb. That ain't how that happened. Yes, it is. I got the paper trail to go with it. And he was like, ain't no way he can get access to that. Yes, it is. She using my social security number. Of course I can get access to what she was doing. It's my information she playing with. And this is a federal crime. And then submitting false information. And bragging to people that you're submitting false information. But I can't submit. I can show y'all that, but that might be part of something else. So I'm going to keep that where it's at for the moment. But yeah. Bragging that you told somebody to call DSS on your eldest son because your guilty conscience made you think that whoever called DSS on you had to be me. No, Lula Mae. No, Miss Ann. No, Lula Ann. No, whatever they call you. No, I was not worrying about you. I was literally worrying about me. Because I'm in pain every day. I don't know how much I can stress that. Every day. It hurts. It feels like I've been in a motorcycle accident, a car accident, all over again. Every day. Not sometimes. Not once a month. Every day. Just back tight right now as I talk to y'all. Boy, I got the RoboCop legs on as we... Man, listen. When I tell you, I am literally here with the compressors on my legs right now. I'm about to turn them right back on. See this here? Right now. This is what's happening, right? Because my legs are swelling. The legs are swelling. The weather is hurting. And I still be out here doing art and tattooing and rapping and doing what I do. The crazy part is all of that stuff came after the accident. All of the dope stuff that y'all been seeing me doing and the art, the tattooing and the traveling and everything. All that's after the accident. So I thank God that I had the tenacity and the strength and the willpower to get up and go after that traumatic situation happened. But this is why I say I got to shed light on my situation, because the main thing was my son. That's today's truth, son. All this was because of you. Initially, it started because of you. Because as I said, going back to me being comatose, going back to that moment where I died 3 times and came back to life. 3 times. God kept showing me my life in different worlds, showing me, but also showing me my legacy, showing me my son. I couldn't shake this feeling that, man, this world about to be rough on him. He don't understand it. I understand it because I'm out here already. I'm already in this world that he's about to enter. And I done had some crazy experiences. Crazy. And I know some people have had crazier. I try to dodge those crazier experiences. But still, some things you can't help happening to you. My issue is I keep having a bunch of people doing stuff to me that cause some real traumatic and real detrimental stuff in my world. Not because of me, because of other people. Even down to the accident was not my fault. Wasn't. I take blame for trying to help somebody. I take blame for just being in that position. But I didn't know that accident was going to happen the way it did because the next man issues on a motorcycle, not mine. And it wasn't the motorcycle that I put my hands on to fix. Because if he probably see this, he probably, well, he was the one doing, no, I fixed the motorcycle. That's why he called me over there. I did a tune-up. That's why I was there. But after doing this tune-up, this person was so antsy to get on the bike that he rushes on, takes off. My spirit said, hey, go ride behind him and make sure his bike okay, because you just put your hands on his bike. You right. Oh, we got to charge these little things. Oh, well, yeah, I done had these on my leg for the last 2 hours, so they definitely need to be charged. But the accident, if it wasn't for this man being scared to lean, and it was like, man, that's why. And I say this now because God gave it back to me. God gave me the memories. God gave me the sight. He gave me the mind of what happened back to me. Sometimes they tell you, yo, you know, when you see something and you ain't got no memory or something, or they try to get you something to jog your memory. Because remember, when I first came back into this world, like officially, I had no idea how I got there. I didn't know I had a motorcycle accident. I didn't know what was going on. I don't know how I got there. I just remember waking up, seeing my name on the TV in the corner of the room. And I'm like, yo, why my name on the TV? Child's mother jump up. I can't do this right now. I think this really him. She walks out the room. Well, she runs out the room. And I'm like, what is she talking about? Yo, why my name on the TV? Because I'm looking at this TV in MUSC. And it says my name. And I know it's my name because it has my birth date beneath it. So I'm like, yo, why my name on the TV? And to look down and to see tubes in the chest, staples in the arm, staples in the leg, braces everywhere. And you try to get up and everybody panics. Keep still, you gotta keep still. But you gotta keep still. And I'm like, whoa, let me get up, man. Get off me, yo, get off me. Yo, your back's still broken. What? If that don't deflate you, I don't know what will. Yo, don't get up. Your back's still broken. How do you respond to that? No, it ain't. Yes, it is. You wake up in a hospital. You can't tell them, no, it ain't, right? For the people who would say that. But what I did tell those doctors is I'm not going to stay down for long. I did say that. They say, hey, you know, people that go through this, you know, it take them like 2 to 3 years to get back on their feet at least, you know, or sometimes not at all. So just take your time to get back on your feet. Like, it's here for me. I remember it because that's what I woke up to. I'm like, you serious, right? My back is still broken. What happened? We were trying to figure out what happened and waiting for you to wake up to tell us. What? How? I don't even know what happened. But that's what happened. That's what really happened. Because y'all hearing it from the source right now. Not from somebody else that tell you what they think happened. Or what they experience happened. Because y'all ain't me. I'm me. I'm Chubb. Chubb Raps, Chubb Inks, Chubb the Artist, Chubb E. To people who know me from way, way back. But I'm Chubb. Right? I'm the Chubb that be traveling up and down the East Coast doing tattoos and doing the Forex thing and doing this thing with he doing with canvases and wherever he at all around the world type stuff. That's me. Yeah, that's me. Had a tattoo shop on Midland Park Road for like 2 years. Then I went mobile because of COVID. You know, like. But all this happens after the accident. And that drive, the bounce back from when they say your back's still broken. And then you find out, hold up, not one leg, but both legs been broken. And your arm been broken. That's why you got staples in it, because guess what? There's a rod in there. What? Yes, Chubb, there's a rod in there. What? There's a rod in there? Yes. There's a rod this long in there, Chubb. Yep. That's why they got these slits, so they can make sure they lined up your bones before they drill this rod into it. Yes. The rod. I showcase a little bit of that. Because that's what happened. This is my perspective. This is what really happened. This is what I remember. This is what I experienced. This is what happened. So when I tell you, I got titanium rods in the arm, they've been in there. They still in there. I'm grateful to say I got the screws taken out. I got the screws taken out. These are the actual screws that were in my body. Okay? That's why they in these little hospital containers with the little seal with my name on it. You don't need to see all that. Too much information on it. Now the other one just went dead. But the thing that made me fight so much harder wasn't just what I saw when I was comatose. It was a combination of things. It was first life experience, first and foremost. I was a kid first, my child. I was here before you. You can't change that. Without me, there is no you. So when you say, I don't need you, I don't need nothing from you, okay. That's how you feel. But parents know what it is. And then me knowing your mother on a level that you don't can educate you on a lot. I chose not to. I'm going to say that again. I could have educated you on a lot, but I chose not to. But it wasn't surprising when I finally get custody back a second time. My child is telling me, Mom, can I tell him what I know about him? What? What is she telling you? For you to be so riled up and huffing and puffing at me? Like, what is she really saying, bro? Like, because ain't no way she telling you the truth, because I ain't did nothing wrong. And I can honestly say that. I had a motorcycle accident happen to me. And for her to admit that she put her hands on me, I can tell you exactly why and how. And matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and address that second situation that she been texting and being so belligerent about my son and to my child's mother, who I know watching the videos with him. I didn't try to fight your mama the first time or the second time. Your mama fought me. The reason why she fought me, because she wanted to go play. She was already being mean to me. She was already looking at me like I wasn't going to bounce back quick. And I remember, saying no thoughts, I remember, like, yo, why you acting like this? Why you being so distant? Why you doing that? What? Oh, my God, my cousins, my daughters, my sisters, they need me for this, they need me for that. Like, in reality, you just over there chilling, doing nothing. Y'all playing babysitter for each other at the most part. Riding around in my little two-door Dodge Stratus SXT 2003. Pack all them kids in there like a bunch of sardines and bring them to the house. And I'm like, what? I'm supposed to be here healing right now. Why it look like a babysitting factory in my apartment all of a sudden? Because you feel like you ain't got nothing better to do now? Like, see, you just offer to be the babysitter? Okay, whatever. Then I learned that's not what it is. You just like having your family around you. Listen, y'all can play that on your time, but sometimes you got to have your time. You got to have your own family to build time. Can't keep building with your other family, because that's how stuff go wrong. That's how people get twisted and tied up and stuff. But in her case, it's like she couldn't help herself. And I don't know why. I still don't understand why. It just, I guess, a personality complex type thing. I don't know. But the way it happened was me sitting on that couch, and they came in the house, and I'm like, yo, why are kids here? Well, I told my sister them I'm going to watch the kids for them. All right, well, check it. Let me use your phone, because my phone got destroyed in a motorcycle accident. And my mother told me when she came over here to drop off some food that one of my homies stopped by the house and gave her his number to talk to me. And I'm like, yo, let me call him just to chop it up and catch up with the homie. No, my phone charging. What? I mean, just to make a phone call, I could plug it in while I talk if that's the case. No, my phone charging. And I still remember she say this with a grin on her face, and I'm like, what? All right, whatever. So as I'm sitting there, because at this time I'm on a walker trying to get back together. I'm wearing a body brace that goes all around, full wrap, hold my chest and my back up straight, because I got a bracket and 6 screws in my lower back. Because I have a bracket and 6 screws in my lower back. All right. So since this is now freshly in my body, I'm like, yo, just let me use the phone to talk to the homie. I just want to talk to my friend for a little while because I'm in the house by myself, trying to recuperate and trying to move around, when in reality, these people who are running the streets supposed to be with me so nothing bad happens, I don't fall, or if I need help to move around or go to the bathroom or something, I got it. But no, they doing their own thing, as she said. And it's not because I cheated on her previously. She know I ain't did nothing wrong. I know I ain't did nothing wrong. But she got to justify her foolishness. And that's all that is. And it's like, come on, man. And then to even say, don't go digging after the phone supposedly charged. But hold up, let me rewind just a little bit, because they get to the point to where the whole my phone charging and being weird in that moment. It's like, yo, all right, whatever. I purposely waited, sit down in front of that walker and watch the movie Saw 2. Hour and 30-minute movie. I remember purposely waiting. I said, I'm going to wait till this movie go off, and then I'm going to go use the phone. I just want to talk to the homie. I said, yeah, I'm going to do that. So I get up, and I go start moving towards the phone on the walker. I say, I'm going to go use the phone real quick. Don't go digging. What? That's my mind. I stopped right there in the middle of me with the walking. I was like, what? You heard me. Don't go digging. And I'm like, don't go digging? Why would you tell me not to go digging on your phone? I wasn't thinking about going to dig through your phone. But maybe now I should. Because I wasn't thinking about digging through your phone. I really just wanted to talk to my homie. I don't know why you just feel like it's got to be something more to that, or me doing some slick stuff, or trying to call some female, when I'm really just trying to talk to my friend. I've been in the house for months and trying to be normal again because my body is in shambles from a motorcycle accident that I didn't even cause. But now that my son is in this world, 3 months, 4 months old, and I'm in my own apartment and I'm asking to use the phone, and the person who I just had a child with tells me, don't go digging. Like, how does that make sense? Like, how? How does that make sense? Like, where does the logic... fix something in my eyes. Where does the logic come in to say, oh yeah, I'm gonna just go do me, as she say, and just leave him in the house to do whatever he do? And I'm like, I didn't do that to you. When I needed you, I was right there and some. When you needed me, I was right there and some. But now I need you to shoe on the other foot. You doing you. In my car. You doing you. For real. So I used the phone. Talk to the homie. Yo, that's where I'm at. That's where I live at now. Come pull up, say what's up. Don't go digging. See what she talking about. Text messages. Outbox, inbox. Hold up. Outbox empty. Inbox still got messages. But messages from people I know you shouldn't be talking to like that. And then I come across the text messages that say, if you're hungry for more, I'll give it to you any way you want it. What? What? I'm going to repeat the situation real quick. I'm in my apartment with my 4-month-old son. my child's mother, I'm damaged from this motorcycle accident. I'm trying to be somewhat normal again. My body is in shambles. I'm hurt. Fresh staples, fresh rods, fresh sutures. Having to learn how to deal with all this medication in my body, deal with all of the narcotics, deal with all this new opioids, deal with all this new pain. You telling me, my baby mama is telling me don't go digging because she out here doing her? So much so she doing it with people I know? What? I'm like, bro, you really doing this right now? Throw the phone across the room. Really? You really doing this right now? Her response, you see, I ain't say nothing back to them. You really think I'm that stupid to not know you tried to delete your outbox, but you kept all your inbox messages? I ain't got time for this. I ain't got time for this. And she storms out. What? That's what I remember. She goes sits on the stairs outside with her sisters. I'm grateful to say, before people start acting funny now, little sisters, baby mamas, whoever y'all are to each other still are not. I asked, I said, yo, how long this been going on? And they told me, it's been going on since your motorcycle act, like 2 weeks after your accident. Really? I tell her she don't need to be dealing with him, but she gonna do what she want to do. This me talking to her little sisters. They ain't gonna tell you that's what happened. They can tell you something totally different. I remember. Because these are life-changing events for me. Because now I know I can't deal with this person at the level I thought I could. Not to mention the previous red flag of her telling me, oh, I don't know what to do because my daughter, her real daddy coming to see her and I don't know what to tell the other dude. Whoa, what? So you telling me this family over here think this their granddaughter, this their niece, this their daughter, and this child belong to somebody else? You more worried about what people think about you instead of the repercussions of this child not knowing who her people are? What if she need a kidney transplant or something? What if she start getting intimate with a cousin or a brother that she don't even know her family? That's why I don't like family secrets. Because people get caught up in some weird situations because people trying to hide their deeds. I'm still learning. I got brothers and sisters out here I ain't even meet yet. Fortunate to say, I'm grateful that when I do have these interactions with them, we have a pretty decent convo. You know, they seem like cool people. And I'm grateful to have met them. But I didn't really have no real opportunity to grow up with these people or learn who these people were because of other people's differences. And then in my case, after I raised my son from 6 months to 5 years old, I then have a face-off with my now biological mother who's telling me that even though I did a 3-year custody battle to do this the right way, to put my child in a better situation, knowing that his mama got very, very bad decision-making problems and putting herself in situations that not only could have got her killed, but could have got the kids done too. And I'm like, whoa, this is what I'm in? This is what we dealing with? This is what's happening. This is life. This is for real right now. And all you can do is roll with the punches. That's all you can do is roll with the punches. That's why one of my biggest sayings, anybody who around me know, my biggest saying is, if you don't do it, who gonna do it for you? Nobody. If you don't get up to make sure them bills paid, who gonna do it for you? Nobody. If you ain't understand that yet, you ain't start becoming an adult yet. Probably a child or somebody who getting catered to by some sugar daddy or sugar mom or whatever maybe. But for those who out here really living an independent life and they're trying to raise a family of their own or even just be a single father, man, woman, whoever. If you don't get out and go get that money to go pay your bills, who gonna do it for you? Nobody. And I speak on that because more than anything, people around family right now, everybody interacting with each other, people going to spend time with other people. I'm grateful to say my queen is like that with her family, so I still get to experience that somewhat now with a new family. So I'm grateful for that. But from my blood family, I ain't had that in over a decade. Well over 14, 15 years. And I'm not saying this because I want people to start calling me and saying, let's chill out, let's do whatever. If you ain't been dealing with me or thinking about me on that level, you still don't have to. It's cool. All I'm saying is, like, when I start doing what I'm about to do next, don't start acting like we cool. Don't. Because some of y'all knew what this person was doing was completely wrong. And y'all had the lowdown, the understanding. And I am grateful for those who did speak up when it was time to speak up. Thank you. Because I didn't know. Because I was damaged from a motorcycle accident. Because I became a disability representative. Because I became a person that was receiving income due to my injuries. I became a target. And those who've been through situations like this understand where I'm coming from. And sometimes it ain't even got to be a lot, because I done had petty so-called college classmates take from me. Knowing I out here trying to make do. I trying to be a daddy. I trying to be me. Y'all breaking my place when I'm at school. Maybe that's why y'all still ain't got nothing going for yourself. But it's okay. I know who did what, and that's why it's okay. That's all I'm going to say. There's no Chubb know how to make things happen too. But more than anything, truth for my son is understand. I try to do unto others as I want done to me. I really do. I try to do right by people to the best of my ability. And I was trying to instill that in my son. And even today, my Snapchat showed me videos of us in Boynton Beach and me just reminding myself of my own strengths. Because once again, when you in pain for 18 plus years, it messes with your mind on levels you would never understand unless you're there. But as I said before, my goal now is to help those who really don't know what to do next. and to see that there is light at the end of the tunnel. You can be successful. You can be productive. You can be more than where you are right now. You can. Sometimes you just gotta separate yourself and go build your own path. And it's gonna be hard. Ain't nothing easy about it. Be straight. It's gonna be hard. You're gonna come across some weird situations, and you're gonna have to do your best to discern and figure out what's the best move to make here. Should I go this way or should I go that way? Then something else gonna happen again, and you gotta be ready for it. Should I go this way or should I go that way? You start making a bunch of bad decisions, you start to go a bad route. You start making better decisions, you start to see the fruits of your labor, but then you understand, like, yeah, this way might have been easy, but this way right here, I ain't got to worry about nothing but bills paid, things taken care of, life a little bit more easier, a little bit more fluid compared to somebody who waiting hand and foot on somebody else to come pick them up or go make a move, or you don't know how you going to take care of your kids tomorrow, or whatever your situation may be. Sometimes that lack of effort is what got you where you at. Lack of effort. And I speak on that because that's something I was trying to also instill in my child. I wanted him to put more effort into himself, more effort into trying to be productive, more effort in learning in school. Some of that stuff you actually need to know out here, like math, like English, like some of your primary subjects. Some of that stuff you really need to know, just the simple grammar, and more so manners. But shortly, as I said, I'm going to share a video, share some of the Snapchat archives. So whenever my son want to go here, see the truth, all you got to do is follow the series. Go through all the videos. You want the truth? I'm telling the truth. Raw. Plain as day what happened. I'm still trying to be somewhat censored with it. But more than anything, just dropping the facts, man. The necessary facts. It's crazy that I became the scapegoat. I became the scapegoat. I became the easy target. And it all started because my mother trying to hide her hand and moving my information, moving our funds around illegally. And anytime I ask a question, instead of talking to me, I get retaliated on. He being disrespectful. How? Because I asked you what you doing with my son? How is that being disrespectful? I'm asking a legit question. What are you doing with my child? And I can't get an answer. Instead, she started taking stuff from me. She started hiding my keys, hiding my license plate, telling her husband to help her. And anytime I'd say, what you doing, bruh? Well, that between you and your mama. But every time she tell you to make a move against me, you moving on me. So now it's me, you and her. Woosah. That's why I say people don't want to take accountability. And that's why, you know what I'm saying, I went ahead and just showcased the truth on what conversation me and Mr. Leon Casey had the last 3 weeks. You go back and listen to the last 3 weeks episodes, you can hear the full conversation between me and Mr. Leon Casey. And how I had to identify what really happened while he's trying to overcompensate on what happened the day of Sunday, April 7th, 2021. And all he had to do was just like, if you was really the man in that house, bro, you would have handled that way differently. Way differently. So you and I both know she run that house, bro. Not you. It probably got you set up in ways you probably can't even understand until it happened. But you'll find out. Same way I did. The difference is I started asking questions when I knew something was wrong. You been knew something was wrong and refused to ask questions. But hey, to each his own. I'm just a guy telling this story about what happened to him. Sharing my experiences with the rest of the world. And my intent is to make sure other people don't run into these same problems if they can help it. Because I wish that I had help. I wish that somebody would have been like, man, Chubb, I see you going through it. Here you go. Come, I got you. No. It's one person after another, after another, after another. They'll show up like, yeah, bro, I got you, man. You know what I'm saying? As soon as they don't like something or you don't do something they want you to do, like William Rivers, who's like, no, you gonna give me some more money. No, I'm not. Or you not gonna give me no more money after you paid your side of the rent? No, I'm not gonna pay you no more money. I'm trying to get out of your house, sir. I'm trying to go get my own. Oh, I'm gonna take the bed. I'm gonna take the door off the hinges. I'm gonna take the AC unit out. What? And then I wake up one day, we in the dark. Oh, this man really is out here. You wildin'. You don't want to pay the light bill because you want me to give you more money? Bro, you get 3 different checks. How you broke? And it's just you, Mr. Rivers. Oh, crack cocaine is why you broke. You want to see those videos? I exposed those videos as well. Go back and look at the documentation. Go look at the videos. You'll see it. Go to my YouTube if you have to. Go to my Instagram, Chubb_raps. My YouTube, you can add Chubb Studios and I'll pop up, or you could just put in Chubb Raps and just go to my channel. We say, hey, don't forget to like and subscribe on there too. But as I said, my intent is to help people with this. Help you understand my story so that way you can figure out what to do in yours. Because we ain't even get to all of the details of things that I had to really accumulate and make sure I stay on top of, because people are lying so much so that the police are trying to come at me in ways that I didn't even imagine. In their mind, they trying to come after somebody who beating up their child. In my mind, I ain't did nothing wrong, and I'm trying to figure out why they coming at me crazy. Well, yeah, Miss Lula Rivers said, my mama? She said, what? Boy, that ain't no way that's your mama. And you telling me she making all this stuff up? Yes, sir. I got proof she making all this stuff up. And I start showing them documentation. And all they can say is, I'm sorry you're going through this. And I hope things get better. Me too. But some people don't know when to quit. Which is why I'm here now. Telling the truth. Because once the truth is exposed, their lies no longer work. This is why I don't care when these people come out and say, what are you getting out of this? The truth being told. That's all. What were you getting out of lying on me? Once again. Some money. You thought you was going to get some money. You wanted some money. Too bad. Because I was already making sure I cross all the T's and dot all my I's thanks to Lula May's work. So when baby mama tried, no. And then you came totally wrong. Like, you did it all the way messed up. Which is why you couldn't get nothing, even if I didn't come with a lawyer. Like, no. No. My perspective is y'all wild. But more than anything, I'm just being my genuine self as I talk to y'all. Just being Chubb, just being me. So that way you see it for what it is. I like to chill. I like to just be in the cut. You know what I'm saying? Experiencing life with my queen or traveling the world as I do it. Doing dope art for people. That's why y'all see we inked up around here. Oh, Speedy. Shout out to my guy who did my Speedy. Alex Esperanza. He do some great work too. My dog Bill Gates. That's me. Bill Gates. Bill Gates. My dog Q. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Miles, I don't know where Miles at, but he was the dude in Woodside Manor did my piece. Had a shop on Moss Corner for a little while. So many other dope artists done their work on me. And I'm grateful for all of y'all. So, till next week, I'll see y'all here once again for another episode of The Truth from My Son. Because as I said before, way too much has happened. Way too much went on for me to kind of just let it go, as some people say to do. Unless you've been in my shoes, you've been in my position, you nor anybody else can tell me how I need to react to how other people been doing me wrong. Just know I've been fighting a good fight for a long time, and I got proof. Chubb out.